Hello users, and welcome to another episodic installation of Above It All, the series where I talk about things that I think are important. And so over the last couple of weeks, since the killing of Jay Bishop, I believe his name was, or Aaron Danielson as his, I guess, legal name is, though I prefer to call people by what they call themselves, but that's just me. And I would like to remind everyone that this is one of those situations where it really people are really showing their asses when it comes to this, mostly on the right wing. So I would like to remind quickly everybody watching this video who Jay Bishop was. And this is a video of him defending a white supremacist killer who killed people in the name of death to Muslims. So I'm just playing this real quick, and this is the person that the Antifa member allegedly killed. Now, we already know that the Antifa member's dead, but we'll get into that shortly. I just want to frame this with as much context as possible.
Vigilante thugs get up on the public transit to assault a man because of his...
He's calling people asking someone to stop being racist on a train. He is calling them vigilante thugs and then defending someone for killing them.
Opinions and the words coming out of his mouth. And it's absolutely criminal. But all around Portland here, people are trying to act like these people are heroes, that they did something right, instead of going over to the person feeling victimized and saying, "Don't worry, we're here for you." They got in another man's face and assaulted him, of which he then rightfully defended himself.
So again, he is talking about who someone is a convicted white supremacist in prison at this moment. As you are watching this guy is in prison for the attack on a train that this man is defending. So, with that context, let's get out here and see what Bill Barr has to say about the death of Michael Reinoehl. Attorney General William Barr applauded on Friday the killing of a suspected murderer who was a self-proclaimed member of Antifa. Now, again, that is incorrect. Michael Reinoehl, in his interview with Vice, explicitly stated that he is not a member of any organization and that Antifa is a political ideology and not an organization. So this is already incorrect, okay? So I know a lot of people are going to get triggered. Oh, they're triggered. Oh, my God. This is the thing. If Bill Barr is going to say that Michael Reinoehl being dead is making the streets safer, you have to say the same, or at least go further. You know, like, I think you should go further for someone who is defending convicted white supremacists that have murdered people, okay? This is a situation where you cannot, in any good faith consciousness, say that the streets are safer with Michael Reinoehl being dead if you don't say the same or worse for the man that he killed a few weeks ago, okay? The most, the least amount of, take I will accept here is that they're both bad. Now, I think there's a degree in separation between Michael Reinoehl and Jay Bishop, but they are both not what the ideal person and circumstance should be. So if you're going to defend one and not the other, you're a freak show. And if you're going to offend or attack one and not the other, you're probably a freak show as well. So again, keep that in mind. Barr is saying this about someone who killed someone who is defending and part of a group with a convicted white supremacist while just, saying it's a great thing and also spreading this as propaganda. Barr's statement in part said that the streets of our cities are safer with this violent agitator removed. Barr was referring to Michael Forrest Reinoehl, who allegedly killed Aaron J. Danielson during an August 29th protest in Portland, Oregon. For weeks, Barr has said that the federal authorities have been gathering intelligence related to isolated members of Antifa traveling to protests across the country. The tracking down of Reinoehl, a dangerous fugitive, admitted Antifa member, and suspected murderer. Again, admitted Antifa member is objectively incorrect, but this is all being used in a propaganda campaign, and that's what you need to understand. Because Bill Barr has been trying to do this. Oh, Antifa, Antifa this and that, and this and that, Antifa, Antifa, Antifa. He's been doing this for 6 months. You know, right-wingers have killed dozens of people in these 6 months. And now, when he's got someone who professes to have anti-fascist ideologies who has killed someone, they're leaping on it because this is their time to shine. This is the first time where their thesis has been even remotely proven correct. But again, they're ignoring the context of all the right-wing massacres that have occurred this year alone. The tracking down of Reinoehl, a dangerous blah, 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 to restore law and order, to Portland and other cities. Law and order would have not allowed Trump supporters to shoot pepper balls and bear mace random civilians when Jay Bishop was killed by Michael Reinoehl. That would have been law and order, but it's law and order for me, and not for thee in these people's minds. Reinoehl fled the scene and a warrant was issued for his arrest. Members of the U.S. Marshals, FBI, state and local law enforcement tracked down Reinoehl Thursday night in Olympia, Washington. When law enforcement officers attempted to arrest Reinoehl, he tried to escape, produced a firearm, and was shot and killed. They don't mention the fact that he was shot 30 times. Interesting. The streets of our cities are safer with this violent agitator removed, and the actions that led to his location are an unmistakable demonstration that the United States will be governed by law, not violent mobs. Again, if that were the case, then where's your statement? Like, condemning the people that are supporting Donald Trump, raining down in Portland, shooting people, and bear macing people? Like, where is your condemnation of that, Bill Barr? Because I can't see it. I'm looking for it. You know, I searched. Can't find it. So, the Thurston County Sheriff's Office will lead the shooting investigation. Isn't that convenient? As a matter of policy, the U.S. Marshals Service will not release the names of deputy marshals involved in shooting incidents until the conclusion of all investigations surrounding the incident. So, if you are still here and you're still triggered, right, you need to understand. I do not appreciate or agree with Michael Reinoehl shooting Jay Bishop and killing him. I think maybe pulling a gun for defensive purposes and for a deterrent could be lawful, could be fine. That's fine with me. But actually shooting someone, I think that crosses the line. However, what this is indicative of is the fact that right-wingers have been acting violent. Car attacks, shootings, mass murders for years and years and years against regular people and left-wing activists, okay? Police have been murdering dozens and dozens and dozens of people, brutalizing dozens and dozens, if not hundreds of people for the past 3 months. And now that they've got one, and you can tell that they've only got one example given by how much they're circulating this, but now that they've got one example of the opposite, all of a sudden, all the right-wing violence doesn't matter. All of a sudden, all the neo-Nazi attacks don't matter. All of a sudden, all the defending of white supremacists doesn't matter. Because, oh, we found someone linked to Antifa who did something bad? Because for them, it's all about politics. It's all about optics. It's not about fixing the division in this country. It's not about fixing the turmoil in this country. It's all about exploiting it to get people to kill, but not against them, but for them. That is why they're praising Kyle Rittenhouse and condemning Michael Reinoehl and just ignoring the fact that the person that Michael Reinoehl killed was a part of a white supremacist gang and is on video defending other white supremacist terrorists that have been sent to prison for murdering people in the name of white supremacy. They want to ignore that as much as possible because, again, law and order for me and not for thee. They are above the law and they like it that way. Are you really going to let these corporate gangsters take advantage of you? Come on, man. Open your eyes. Thank you for watching. Y'all have a good one. See ya.